I started my journey as an engineer, then converted myself as a solution architect, then moved to pre-sales, then sales, then marketing. Always wanted to sell something, market something, because that's the ocean of opportunity where you can create brands. Yeah. And for communication skill, I would not say you need to be perfect, you need to be fluent and flamboyant in English or any language. The communication skills means how you can convince the person in front of you, how you can communicate what you want to communicate.
So, guys, today we have a very special guest with us. He is Mithun Adhikari.
Hey, hi.
He is the founder of Zoomed In Pixel and also has multiple YouTube channels that he manages. He's really a good mentor to me as well, and also an inspirational guy.
Nothing like that. Nothing like that.
Okay, so let's get into the interview. So, Mithunda, just give a brief introduction of yourself to our audience.
I never thought this is my first interview. Obviously, this is not the first interview in job market because I have gave many, but any YouTube channel or something, this is my first interview. So I never realized that I can be interviewed, so I'm not prepared for that. So if I do some mistakes, ignore, guys. Nothing as such. I manage multiple channels. My wife, Somali Adhikari, probably you guys know her. Many of the guys know her. So she is a well-known beauty influencer, then lifestyle vlogger and all. And then I started my journey in YouTube along with her. So she is my mentor in the journey of YouTube, I would say. Because, when she started, I started along with her. I seen her growing and I learned from her, and I also, part of her journey. And then I have opened this company, not officially, but in parallel to my job. My last job was in IBM, so I was a senior manager over there. I used to manage a team of around 70 plus people across the globe, across geography, and that time I was parallelly building up this business. I started another channel with another influencer, then another channel with another influencers. I started creating influencers, mentoring them, help them in growing, and started my journey like that. And then I opened my YouTube channel, but unfortunately I don't get time to post video on that. I am very, what should I say? I don't have any words, because around once in a 3 month I post one video. So I'm very, very irregular. Because my job is like that. I don't get much time. Though I work from home, people can see me in my wife's vlog. So it apparently looks like I'm not that busy, but unfortunately or fortunately, whatever you say, I have a lot of work to do actually, and that is the reason of being irregular in my YouTube channel. The company I started, Zoomed In Pixel Communication Private Limited, is into influencer marketing. Also, we do mentoring. We help people to understand the space of social media. We help in social media marketing, and also we get brand deals for them.
Okay.
This is the work of Zoomed In Pixel. But yeah, we help influencers to grow, but obviously everything in exchange of money. Yeah, because that's how business works.
That's how entrepreneurship in business.
Yeah, so I never think myself as an entrepreneur, because see, entrepreneur is the recent millennial term for me.
Yeah.
I think so. Because before us, 2 generation, 3 generation earlier also there was business, and they used to call it businessman. And now this new millennial term, business changed to entrepreneurship. So basically, we are trying to make money.
Right.
That's the funda of business. That's the funda of entrepreneurship. Yeah, I do agree. There are 5% people who become entrepreneur for the society.
So what about those people who tend to say that if you want to pursue entrepreneurship, always start with your passion? What do you
Yeah, obviously, follow the passion. My passion was, to be very honest, there was no such YouTube passion or social media passion, but I always wanted to be in the sales, in the marketing. I started my journey as an engineer, then converted myself as a solution architect, then moved to pre-sales, then sales, then marketing. I was the guy who used to get in touch with the management and always requested them to, take me in on the business deals, because I always wanted, that's yes, you can say that is my passion. Always wanted to sell something, market something, because that's the ocean of opportunity where you can create brands. You can see people are there across the globe, and people are there with their different products.
right?
But who will take those products to the end customer? Correct? There, the game changes with the marketing people.
Yeah.
And marketing is really, really amazing, I would say, guys, because this will put you in challenge every day, because you never know who is in front of you.
Yeah.
That guy can be very sophisticated, classy. That guy can be from the slum. That guy can be a pure rigid personality who don't want to change, very orthodox. Means that guy can be anything, any type.
Right. I agree.
And to convince that guy is a real challenge. And that is something excites me, and that is the reason of mine being into the entrepreneurship journey.
Okay, so point to be noted here is that marketing also improves your communication skills, right?
Definitely.
So that's really important point for an entrepreneur, from point of view of an entrepreneur.
Yeah, and for communication skill, I would not say you need to be perfect, you need to be fluent and flamboyant in English or any language. The communication skills means how you can convince the person in front of you, how you can communicate what you want to communicate.
Right.
You need not to be very fluent and flamboyant in English. The person should understand what you want to tell, and the person should get the confidence that this guy, what he is telling, is correct, and I am convinced.
Okay.
That's what your communication skill is.
Okay. So can you give some tips how you can improve your communication skills for some people out there?
What I felt is convincing yourself is the best way to improve yourself. You should portray yourself as a customer, and you should think, if you are a customer of this type, how you can convince.
Okay.
So talk to yourself, talk in front of the mirror, talk to your brain, talk to your heart. There are two types of mentality. Generally, we human either don't believe ourselves or we over believe ourselves. Both are not correct.
Okay.
When you are talking to yourself, you have to first understand you are a neutral person. Until you understand that you are a neutral person, you will not be able to convince yourself. Either you will be biased with the thought that I am not going to convince, or you will be biased with the thought I am going to convince. So when you are talking to yourself, think that here I am a customer. Here I am not talking to myself.
Okay, so that's a really interesting point. What led you to quit your corporate job and came into entrepreneurship? Because there are so many uncertainties, as we know, in entrepreneurship, business. We all see in, how did you took the leap, and what advice you want to give to all the entrepreneurs?
Okay. So there are multiple reasons for me quitting the job. The first reason was my mom. My mom was not well. So I thought of, quit my job, because the conventional job I am restricted to take many decisions.
Right.
So I wanted to quit my job and build something my own, so that I can be with my mom. But unfortunately, it was my bad luck. I can't be with her. The second thing was, my Monday was not exciting me,
Okay.
because I moved into people management. I love to handle people, but I was handling those 70 people mostly. 90% of my job was to handle those 70 people. I was not liking it, because I wanted to swim in the ocean, and it was like a pond. So that is another reason of me switching to entrepreneurship. And the last and foremost reason, if you are switching into the entrepreneurship, there is a say that 1111 means 1111. A business need 1111 days to stand.
Okay.
By 1111 days, you will understand whether your business will get into a right direction or not.
Okay.
So you guys, when you are quitting your job and getting into it, that's around 3 years, correct? So you guys should have the money to run for 3 years.
Okay.
You should think that I can run 3 years without earning a single rupee,
Okay.
or earning 10% of my this thing, of my regular requirement, commitments and all. So if you have that 3 years of money, then you jump into it. Or else, if you have an idea, a project plan which can get you funding to run for 3 years.
Okay.
But 3 years is very much necessary.
Okay. So that was the advice, funding advice for the millennials who are starting.
Correct.
Okay.
So you have to get funding sometimes, because some thing you cannot start by your own. Maybe your idea is big. You cannot start by your own. You need investors.
Right.
So such cases you need funding.
Yeah.
And also I have built a parallel income which was running. I have invested in stocks and all, which was giving me which was giving me my living, so that I can invest into this. So those are the reasons of me being into entrepreneurship journey.
Okay. So there is a saying that don't put all your eggs in one basket. So people always say that build multiple source of income. So
Correct.
would you agree on this?
I definitely agree on this. You need passive incomes, and generally, unless you are very lucky, out of 7 business, 1 business stands. So if you want to grow into entrepreneurship journey, you should have invested in your time and effort to 7 businesses, so that at least one of your business stands and take you to the destination.
Okay. So I have also, known that you also read too many books, entrepreneurship, self-improvement books. So can you just name your top 5 favorite books that could also help someone to improve themselves or make themselves into a better person?
I do have a good amount of books, but I don't get time to read all of those. But yes, The first book I will say you, your life will be changed, is Chanakya Niti.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
That's the best book I think people should read in their life, because Chanakya Niti is a book where you understand the principles of life, how to deal with things. Then Atomic Habits is
Yeah.
another good book.
Mm-hmm.
Swami Vivekananda is another good book. When you are into a entrepreneurship journey or anything, you should calm your mind.
Right, right.
So that is one of the biggest thing, in your journey. Unless you calm your mind, you cannot grow.
Mm-hmm.
So you should calm your mind. So Swami Vivekananda is another, read I should say you guys. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey
Mm-hmm.
is another thing. And my recent addition is Think Like a Monk by Jay Shetty, which I got delivered yesterday. I haven't started yet, but I am thinking to read that. And otherwise, I would say there are very many good books. Think and Grow Rich.
Yeah, that's a really good reading list. I have read quite few of those, but Think Like a Monk, I also have to read that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, from that corporate job to building multiple, YouTube channels, if someone want to be into YouTube or want to build a business out of YouTube, so what are the key takeaways from your experience that you should, advise?
I would say that yes, you can leave your corporate job and build a career in social media. I would not say YouTube,
Okay.
because when you are talking about YouTube, you are restricting yourself to a single platform.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. We recently found the TikTok banned in India, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
So if you are restricted to a particular platform, you never know. Things can be changed any day.
Right, right.
So I would say social media. There are different social medias. Build your footprint in each of them, so that if one source of income of your go down, you can have multiple other source of income.
Okay.
So that's one thing. And it's not only about social media. See, there are two types of thing. One is 9 to 5
Mm-hmm.
job,
Mm-hmm.
which is a conventional job. One is, these all are self-employment or
Yeah.
business, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
So we have a concept of freelancing since ages.
Yeah.
But thing is that the YouTubers are also freelancers, correct?
Mm-hmm.
They are sharing their knowledge to a platform.
Yeah.
Only thing, in freelancing, you are working for a company, you have a deal that this much amount of money you will get from that. Here you don't know.
Oh,
You
yeah.
are trying your luck. But it's also a freelancing. It's also a self-employment. So try to find out a way where you can build a source of income outside corporate job. That should be your thought process. Now, how to do that? There are multiple things. You can do stock broking, you can do YouTube or social media influencing, you can do influencer marketing, you can do multiple other things.
Blogging,
Blogging and vlogging.
vlogging, yeah.
Yeah.
Affiliate marketing. Then,
Affiliate marketing, correct.
yeah.
So
the thing is that if someone really loves their job, corporate job, and
if they don't get time to build another source of income out of their corporate, other than their corporate job, they can invest in mutual fund, stock market and all,
yeah,
from where they can, in the long term, they can get other source of income.